Hello, this is Beta Ray Ben for Pixel Spank, and today I'm playing Chicken Police. I don't know,
I ran
I
out to
like
get a
that
pack of
sound of it.
cigarettes, but I left my wallet at home. Yeah, that's me. I'm getting old. My name is Sonny Featherland, an investigator for 20 years, and once the star of the predatory division of the Clawville Police
Is it?
Department, one half of the legendary Chicken Police. But buying a pack of smokes is more than I can handle right now. Maybe I should just lay low. Yeah, I'll do that. The most colorful place in the wilderness. For all the gods, what bullshit.
I've never
The
actually
last fucking
seen
color left this
any
city
kind of
years ago.
noir
And
film,
slowly
anything in
I'll
the
turn
film
gray,
noir
too.
aesthetic. Other than maybe Sin City, which is technically a homage. I've only ever seen parody and slight homage to film noir.
Still, what do I
Painted
expect?
red.
We're living in a vast experiment and don't even notice that everything got clucked up a long time ago. We believe in this wonderland of peaceful coexistence. Wolves and sheep, chickens and hounds. Yeah, sure, why not?
Now he
It's
said
just
wolves, chickens and
ridiculous.
hounds. I'm wondering,
Dog eats the chicken.
is
It's
it
in our nature.
are the police all chickens,
I'm
or
not
is
propping up
everyone
the
in this a
illusion
chicken?
anymore. 121 days, and it's over. Retirement.
Damn shame. He was only 121 days until retirement.
What could possibly go wrong?
Clawville, Rock District, former at. Hideous. Tremendously unsettling.
Ah, crap. My office lock is a piece of shit if a dame can pick it. She stood in the darkness. The light painted stripes on her body. It whispered secret little things that were never there in the first place. But she was no zebra. Reality was just a light switch away. Elizabeth or Charlotte? I was sure she'd have a sophisticated sounding name. She had a bygone look in her eyes. Older than this ancient
Yeah, it's because of video games like this. When people ask me what kind of games you play, Ben, I just say Mario. Or
But she was the
Mario
first
Kart.
womanly thing
Yeah.
in my place for a long time. So I had to give her a chance.
Do you think he's going to be fawning over her? Okay, right. So is it a point and click adventure? I suspect so.
Let me introduce myself. My name is Deborah, Miss Deborah Ibanez.
Okay.
You're mistaken, ma'am.
Oh, really? Please enlighten me, Mr.
I thought he had a gun out for a minute there. He was just pointing at her.
I'm not a private eye. I'd recommend Mr. Philmar Lowe instead of me. He's a nice guy.
Believe me, Mr. Featherland, it's not an accident I came to you.
Look, miss, I work for the police and I'm currently on leave. I couldn't accept private commissions even if I wanted to. Not even from a classy dame like you.
I can accept the artistic direction of the animal head's human body fine on the chicken cop because he has a collar, but her wearing like the, you know, the strappy dress kind of thing, it's just wrong. I feel like the head is just a little bit too small.
Am I that easy to read?
That's my job. But tell me, since you've invited yourself in, would you like a drink?
I don't usually drink.
Well, I've got to have one. And it'd be rude of me to drink alone. So, maybe some sherry?
Now this is actually, I believe, an ancient fable where a crane invites, I think a fox invites a crane to dinner, but he serves him in like a a flat dish, the fox can eat it fine, the crane can't, and then in retaliation the crane invites the fox to dinner, and the crane serves the food in like a long jar with a narrow snout that the crane can eat from fine. I want to see how these two serve drinks to each other.
If you insist. But bourbon, please.
Thank the wild ones. That's all I have.
What a coincidence.
So come on.
The hell's the codex there? Both alcoholics. Alright, what's the story? I didn't let... Okay. Well, they're drinking from regular glasses, which she could do easily enough. But how's he going to drink from that? Because he's only got a beak. There was what looked like a little swizzle stick in there. Maybe it was some kind of apparatus. Now, before, when I selected this, you don't actually have to push a button. You push in a direction and it just does it for you.
Who is this dame anyway? And what the cluck is she doing in my apartment on New Year's Eve?
Oh, it's New Year's Eve.
That's better. Now, if I understand correctly, your mistress is receiving threats. What kind of threats exactly?
It's a very strange matter. First, there were letters. Then it came printed on a wine bottle's label, sent as a gift. Then carved into a brick, thrown through the window. And finally, they painted it on the wall of the house in giant
title.
letters.
The title was read something, wasn't it?
I think it's time to dig a little deeper.
I've already forgotten.
If you don't mind, I'd like to ask you some routine questions.
Just seeing I can turn autoplay on. I don't even have to do anything now. Now we're just watching a film. You're watching me watching... Me watching... You watching me watching a chickens. I don't know.
I promised myself I'd write a novel one day. I don't even know what these papers are.
Alright, never mind. I've got nothing to do there. What's his backstory?
We used to be star cops a few years ago. Tabloid press, radio interviews, and even a book series. I don't miss those days. Of course, Marty, my old partner, would disagree.
Calling it now. Marty is either dead, or the villain, or he's dead, has hidden his death, and is the villain.
The good things in life don't last long. The best ones always leave first. I saw that in the window of a shoe store. I never understood it, or what it had to do with shoes.
Fair play to this game. All of that was fully voiced and pretty well. Alright.
So, this is the part where the interrogation comes. Like in those detective movies.
Something like that, Deborah. Yes.
Oh, for fuck's sake, stop ending the conversation.
Something like that, Deborah. Yes.
Oh, wait, hang on. Do I have to...
Legs that go
Damn it. Question. Oh, here we go, right. Focus on what you know about the suspect. Is he or she suspicious? Concentrate on that. Subject, John Doe. Focus. This fella is rather suspicious. I need to concentrate on that. Focus, suspicious. Impressions, suspicious. Detective meter plus minus. Oh, he is suspicious. I am suspicious. Why are you suspicious? Gather impressions. Every impression adds a new line of questioning. Oops. Detective meter is your best friend. It shows how well the question is going. Blah, blah, blah. I like that. Plus.
I must be cautious and smart. This dame seems shy, which I can use to my advantage. But I must be careful about what I say to her, or I could scare her off. Let's start gently, and when the time comes, we can go in.
Just seeing him head on makes him look like he's got such a tiny head. Alright.
Who exactly are you, ma'am?
I'm not somebody important, Mr. Featherland.
Okay.
Important enough to
Low
deal with such a
self-esteem.
delicate matter, right?
I carry out the wishes of my employer, nothing more. This means simple paperwork, most of the time.
Literate. Rare for a woman in those days.
Sweetheart. Tell me, can you even swim?
Believe me, This is just as unpleasant for me as
She
it is
dodged
for
the
you.
question, implying she can't swim. She probably had a sheltered upbringing or was poor. Possibly both. Or... no, I'm not going to go further with that. Okay, alright. I must be cautious and smart. It stays... that's fine, that's nice. Shy and doubtful. Tell me, which part of the city do you live in? Or, you're not very confident. Are you sure you're alright? Now, she's shy, so it's probably best not to poke fun at that. Shy people hate the phrase, you don't talk much, do you? Or, why are you so quiet?
Tell me, which part of the city do you live in? Calavera Hills? Flowerville, maybe?
Look, I don't want to answer that. I'm here
Okay.
on behalf of my employer.
Got that
I'm
wrong.
not
That was an
under
error on my
service
part.
business.
Misread the
Fair point,
situation.
Deborah. Let's try a different approach.
Right, detective meter's down. So I don't think I want to be mean to her. I feel like I have to be nice, but professional.
Why did you have to visit me this particular evening?
I have my reasons. I may look like a silly little fawn, and maybe I am, but I still have common sense.
I don't doubt that for a second, Miss Ibanez.
This day is essential to my mistress, and she thought it's also important to you.
A message in itself, for sure. But to be honest, even you are.
You know what? I'll just take that as a compliment, even if it wasn't meant as such.
Okay. Right, do you even know what you want? Why did you visit me? Why not your employer? Were you born and raised in Clawville? Now, definitely shouldn't ask the bottom question. I'm thinking middle.
Why did you come to visit me? Why not your employer herself?
My employer is Miss Natasha Katsenko. She hasn't been leaving her home
Bet she's a
lately,
cat.
only if she really has to.
How so?
Miss Natasha is afraid.
Clearly a cat.
She's scared because of those unwanted messages, and everyone knows who she is.
So she's that.
Should my face cam be black and white for this video?
Of course you do. Deborah.
Possibly. I will
Thank
consider
you, by the
doing
way.
that.
We're finally getting somewhere. We avoided the point long enough. Deborah's hiding something, no question. Let's focus on that.
Okay, right. Toying with me. What exactly did you expect? What do you want from me? How did you get this address? Well, that's useless. What do you want from me? It's pretty direct. I'm thinking that's what I ought to go towards. Also, that detective meter, I think that line down the middle is just showing me where the median is, and the actual bar going, the fact that it's sort of to the right means I'm... Actually, I don't know. Does that mean I'm more negative than positive? I think that means I am more negative than positive. I'm just going to be direct. Just going to go, what do you want from
What do
me?
you want from me?
Me?
Oh, don't be silly, Deborah. I mean your employer. I was just talking to myself out loud.
Well, Miss Katsenko thinks you're a great detective, and you're also reliable. That's why I came.
Did she also give you the lockpick?
Please, could you let this go? I'm really embarrassed.
Sorry, sweetheart. I'm just teasing you. As soon as I saw you, you were forgiven.
That's very nice of you.
It has nothing to do with being nice, Deborah, but you're welcome.
Alright. Let's see. Have you ever felt truly vulnerable? Don't you think this whole thing is a little suspicious? I mean, I don't want to ask either of these questions. But she is frightened, so I kind of need to get her on side. But that's also really
Have you ever
creepy.
felt truly vulnerable?
Have you ever seen a grown man naked to me?
Often, Mr. Featherland.
Do you like movies about gladiators?
That's exactly how I feel right now, Deborah.
I'm sorry if it's too unpleasant for you.
I didn't actually see what
but we have
she
no
said
one
the
else to
first
turn
time.
to.
You know, I get that a lot, and it never ends well.
Do you like happy endings?
Ooh.
Not in books
Ooh.
or movies, but in real life it would be nice for a change. But this is Clawville. Not many happy endings around here.
I knew you were romantic at heart.
If what's between me and my whiskey could be called romance, then yes, maybe. A little.
This game should have had a cold open. Just throwing it out there. It should have been like him shot in the neck, bleeding out, something like that. Alright, tell me, Deborah, why should I believe you all? You won't come clean, what's the point? I'm gonna be honest. I feel like I gotta hit up this, because she's dancing around nothing here.
But, Mr. Featherland...
I'm sorry, sweetheart, but I'm way too old for this game.
Please, just think again. For me and my mistress's sake.
I don't know what you want, love. Oh, right, there's a minus there, so and it went down. So yeah, that was a bad choice.
Tell me, Deborah, why should I believe you at all?
Because my mistress trusts you.
Should that be enough?
If you really like what she thinks you are, then yes.
Damn, what can I say to that?
I genuinely don't know what she
I
wants.
didn't mean to back you up against the wall.
You have a way with words.
She doesn't come in and like ask for anything. She just...
Want to be a cop.
I know she works for a
No,
cat
not for
woman
the world.
who's shy and a recluse, maybe? Right.
Be honest and tell me what you're so afraid of.
You know, Mr. Featherland, my mistress's partner is Hobart Wessler. Or as most people know him.
Ibn Wessler.
Oh.
The Kingpin.
There's a kingpin.
Exactly.
We don't say his name.
Feathery gods, help me.
It kind of looks like a rat.
The secrecy.
Maybe a white
Put it
fox.
mildly, I think I understand it all. Wessler. This little piece of the puzzle changes everything.
So basically, her boss is in trouble. Decent cop. Nice. To be fair, I didn't shoot anyone, so surely that makes me a bad cop. This joke is intended for specific audiences depending on your country. If you're in a country that's reasonable, the joke would have been, you know, wait, no. It's the other way. You know what I'm getting at. America. Also Brazil. And weirdly France. And Egypt. Definitely China. Japan, you're okay. Am I still talking to her?
Why don't you take it to the police? Just go there and file a report. Photos, flashing lights, fingerprints. You know the drill. The evidence is very clear. Even a moderately talented detective could easily wrap this case up. Or just try the phone. 555-111.
Please.
Alright, that...
Take a look at this.
Well,
Alright, hang on.
let's see.
I'll look at that in a minute, but first I have to try calling this number. I was hoping for more of a mechanism to the rotary phone, because rotary phones are so incredibly enjoyable to use. Also, the rotary phone is why in our country 999 is the emergency number, because it would take so long to dial you couldn't do it by accident. Oh shit, I got busy talking about rotary phones. I failed to finish dialing. Alright.
How can I help you?
Nothing. Forget it.
I was just testing the phone, honestly. Right, inventory, this button. SAR Club, okay. Oh, for fuck's sake. I'm pretty sure if I push a button it might transcribe this, but I'll do it for you. I know Molly very well. Please note this when deciding whether or not to accept my assignment. Miss Jorez is a trusted friend. Treats her as a gentleman. N.
I know Molly very well.
So Selma Hayek.
This one deciding whether or not to accept my assignment. Miss Ibanez is a trusted friend.
Ibanez.
Treat her as gentleman. N.
I felt like I'd
Right,
been hit
okay.
on the back of my head with a blackjack. Reality tilted.
Molly.
Good gods. What was her name doing there? I glanced at the opposite wall with the well-worn picture frames. Like an eternally dark hole in the wall. A missing piece. She was wearing a light silk dress and singing a lullaby. The waves caressing her beautiful long legs. Why Molly? Why now?
Molly's Game, very underrated film, worth a watch.
Mr. Featherland? Santino, are you all right?
What the hell is this supposed to mean?
I don't know anything, Mr. Santino. My mistress told me to give this to you. She said you'd understand. Don't you?
Oh, of course I understand, Miss Ibanez. I get it very well. But this case is becoming more and more confusing. It's starting to look like blackmail.
Blackmail?
Don't play innocent with me.
But...
All right. When can I visit?
Visit? Me?
Not you. Miss Katsenko.
Oh, yes. You can find her at the Tsar Club.
Didn't you tell me she's not the social kind? That she's especially unsociable? Or does she only like loud and crowded clubs?
It does seem an odd decision.
She's really not like that, but she owns the place.
A woman owns a club. Is that even legal? In what I assume to be like,
I'm sure you'll have no
I don't know.
trouble finding Miss Katsenko.
I don't know actually when this would be set. Probably the
Mr. Featherland?
40s?
Let me guess.
No, it's too much war in then.
Know about my visit.
Exactly.
Late 20s,
How did you know?
early 30s,
20 years experience, ma'am. Oh, and please, call me Sonny.
or even later than that
Pleasure to
actually.
meet you, Mr. I mean, Sonny.
I'll talk about the
Because you
rest.
think of the 50s, you think of bright and colourful.
A good friend
There was a
of mine
date at the
had
start.
to
It's
take you
literally
home
New
if
Year's
you
Eve.
I'd appreciate that, Sonny.
I need to. It will say in my journal, I bet, what the date is. Shit. Stats. Damn it. The Chicken Police. Oh, we're a famous detective duo. It was me and my old partner. Oh, Lewis. He's a rabbit man. I like that. Seems friendly. Right. What am I doing? This is the trouble with my short attention span. I start zoning out when I'm being told things. I'm pretty sure I've got to go to the club.
I don't even know where the key is. Whatever.
Is it in this drawer? Ah,
He
yes.
doesn't seem so dangerous that I need to grab
Sweet.
my wallet and my badge. The wallet is real. The badge ain't. Chief Bloodboil. My last cigarette.
Alright. You know all that's going to come in super handy. Like 4 hours later, when I've been to 10 different locations, I'll get somewhere and someone will go, oh, hey, you got a cigarette? And when you can't give him one, he just stabs you and it's game over.
Books I'm never gonna read. Maybe nobody ever has.
I bet that would be the most depressing statistic ever, is the percentage of books that are never read.
I don't see colors anymore. Only emptiness. Everything faded. I need another drink.
Oh, that's another depressing statistic. I wonder what the most unplayed game on Steam is that people have brought. It'll probably end up being like GTA or something. It'll just be the most brought game, whatever that is. Right, have we? Oh, fuck me! I've been sat in the dark this whole time. If you do this enough, the lights will break.
Behind
Right.
that door lies the kingdom of dirty clothes.
Actually, oh, the
I wanted to
wilderness.
travel the world when I was a kid, but I think I'm gonna end.
I think the wilderness is what they call the rest of the world. In a thing like this, you got a question: are there real animals that are like not with the human bodies? Probably won't come up. Do I just have to keep talking to her? Ah, okay. Oh.
Legs.
Thank you again, Mr. I mean, Sonny.
Don't mention it.
Every time he says
I have no
Sonny,
other plans
all I
for
can
the
think
day,
is Sonny Crockett.
Except drink. But tell me, do you have a light?
I'm sorry, I don't smoke.
Thought so.
That was a trick question. He didn't want the light at all. He just wanted to know whether or not she smoked. He can use that later on. Alright. No. Oh, use the right bumpers to change the selection in here,
I
obviously.
haven't dusted you off in a while, partner. Ironic, but ever since I've been on furlough, with only my fake
Furlough.
badge sitting in my cabinet,
That's the word of the
I feel
year,
more
isn't
like
it?
a cop than I ever had before. More like a Clawville cop, anyway. Oh man,
Nope. Nope. Oh, look at that. You can zoom. I'm actually trying to leave. I just don't know how. Maybe if I go to places. I think this is where I live. That doesn't help. Navigate. Nope. Nope. Already tried that.
legs.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Just a phone.
Thank you.
Oh.
Just a phone call and a good friend of mine.
Thank you.
Alright, I've got to phone someone. Lewis is... Ah, there we go. Somehow I missed that. I've already forgotten what it was. It was 555-932. 5, 5, 5. Ah, fuck. You got to put them all back in now. Damn you old phones. 5, 5, 9. Oh, was it 3-2 or 3-1? I think it was 3-2. Can you imagine if there's like 10,000 wrong numbers in this game?
Hey, Lewis.
Yes.
Am I bothering you?
Of course not, Sonny. Old friend, what's up?
Could you come over?
Lewis is the rabbit. I assumed he was the bartender for some reason.
For you, anything. Just a minute.
I just noticed in the textbook, it's got like a faux leather desk vibe to it.
Wasn't difficult getting here. Not to mention that he's a rabbit. It was a quick hop. The Atlas Hotel. was
That's
in
racist.
Memphis. It was once a well-renowned place, but not anymore. The last economic crisis ruined it, and now, besides me, he was the only resident of this enormous place.
Well, to be fair, Lewis, if he holds out long enough, this place will be worth a fortune. Oh, look, there he is.
The good old rabbit.
I have never once meant to look at someone. I'd always do it by accident, because the controls aren't good.
I have some things to take care of.
Of course, Sonny. You know anything for you.
Thank you for being so
I'm in
considerate.
two minds, because it's quite nice to have a character in a game that has a stutter, and it's not yet been the subject of mockery, but also it's quite annoying. So, and by acknowledging the first thing, the second thing I said makes me look worse.
My ex-partner, Marty. He's going to be at the station. I can only hope he'll be willing to talk to me.
Okay. Can I... Ah, there we go. I figured the way you'd leave would just be to hit a map button. Main scenes, limited scenes, closed scenes. Top tip. Pick the next main scene if you're absolutely sure you don't want to visit any of the available limited scenes anymore. Okay, so that's the police department. That's the only place I can go. Except if you accidentally push any other button, it just sends you out. Alright. Wild Gentleman Production.
Eve, and I was driving, half drunk, risking my whole life's work. But still, it didn't feel any different. Every day was the same. And the 121 days I had left till my retirement seemed like an eternity. When I look out the window of the hotel room I call home, I see the same thing every day. A woman in a red nightgown dances slowly in circles to smooth music. The 9 o'clock show.
He's suspended, isn't
with a
he?
glass of cheap bourbon and the red gown with the silent music. In the meantime, the proud city of Clawville is slowly eating itself alive, and we're still here, with nothing left to lose but our sanity.
I think most
while others, the smart
of
ones,
this
had
game's
already
budget
gone.
went into this high-res image of a chicken's head. Ah, bollocks! I pushed a button by accident.
At the station, we
Why would they make it one button to immediately skip the whole thing?
Marty never joined in. He always took the New Year's Eve shift, even though he had someone to go home to. I understood. 10 years ago.
Make it a long press.
The night the press called.
Don't they know I have fat hands?
Forgotten by
It's a medical condition. It got me out of the military.
by us. We both left parts
Flat
of
feet,
ourselves
fat hands. That's how you get out.
behind.
Oh, look, they're hedgehogs. And weirdly, they're way more hedgehog-like than the other animal hybrids. Like, they've got spines that look like they're going all the way down their back. Hey, Phyllis.
Well, look at that. Hey, Sonny. What you scratching at over here? I heard the big boss threw you out.
Tough luck, boys. I may not be on duty, but
He
I'm
is my
still on
favourite
top,
character.
just like
Just
you.
for his voice.
Well, more than you.
Hey, you don't have to be so peckish, old bud. By the way, you're on luck. Blood Boil's not in tonight. Malloy is in charge.
Oh, God. That clumsy buffalo is here tonight. If he doesn't end up in a cell again, he's lucky.
You got it. You looking for Marty, eh?
I see you're still the brains around here, Phyllis. Yeah, I'm looking for...
I'm just
Marty.
trying to
Birds of
discern
a feather
where
flock
these
together.
accents are supposed to be from.
You're still the funny guy around here. You'll find the giant feather duster at the shooting range. As always.
Hey, Royce, I'm telling you this because maybe you'll be able to understand. If this prickly shithead makes another racist remark, I'll strangle him with his own raincoat.
I'd love to see that. Hey, whose side are you on, you jerk?
You jerk. You big meanie. Oh, bullet holes.
This happened when that old bloodhound, Blood Boil, was promoted to chief of police.
I'd like to know more. Like, did he do it? Did someone shoot
Did
up
you
the
miss
station?
me? No.
Ah, here he is.
Every time this poster disappears, good old Blood Boil puts it right back immediately. I tore it down at least 3 times already. Actually, it's a kind of passive-aggressive game for us with the chief.
I can only assume that what that means is that the chief is actually probably trying to do a good job and usher in a new age of justice and law and order. And we're the kind of cops that, you know, don't go by the book but get results and have led to an ongoing crisis with the police currently.
Here we are again, Clawville Police Department. I've never been good at history, but if I'm not mistaken, this place has been a church, a hospital, and even some insane cult's secret hideout over the years.
Alright.
Anyway, the place holds the secrets of the...
I'm thinking that line in there is in there for 2 reasons. One, it's slightly in reference to the police department of Raccoon City from Resident Evil 2 and 3, I think. And 2, I think there's going to be some like weird puzzles and secret things you can find in the police station, and that's the explanation. Okay, right, so Monica, the bird on reception, Mort, the lizard man, Bosco, the terrier. What's weird is that there are dog people in this of different breeds, and like all different breeds of dogs are a completely human invention, and it doesn't bode thinking about too much. To be fair, so are chickens and a lot of animals. Oh, skip that entirely.
Old lizard. You've seen better days, have...
I want to talk to Mort. I bet he knows
Mort,
stuff.
you scabbiest beast. What the hell did you do?
Morty to you, sonny boy.
Everything's fine. There was just a bit of trouble in the bar, and someone got knocked on the head with a glass. It wasn't my fault. I'm as blind as a bat, am I right?
Okay, bats aren't actually blind. Bats have very good eyesight, better than humans, in fact. Any flying creature probably has good eyesight. Bats also have echolocation, so that, like, it's the worst descriptor. Blind as a bat. It's completely rubbish.
To get you out of this mess. Is that little pimp of a midget still sniffing around you?
Jesse is a good boy, Sonny. And he's good to me, believe me.
Oh, God, spare me the details. When will you finally realize that little shit's been using you?
Oh, of course he's using me. What could a pretty boy like him want from this old monster, eh? Still, Sonny, I have no one else. Do you understand that, don't you?
Even you deserve better, pal. By the way, you look horrible, even for yourself. Are you feeling okay?
Well, I'm not what I used to be. But neither are you, judging from your voice. But I'm seeing a doctor, Sonny boy. I really am. Are you?
Don't need to, Mort. I'm fine.
Subtitles wrong there. It said "and you," and he said "are you?"
Don't even think about taking it.
I don't talk to that insane owl.
Damn right.
Please, say something on my behalf, okay? I really don't have time for this detective buffalo shit.
Hey, careful with that. Buffalo Malloy is the chief today.
Malloy.
Like
That's a great name. That's just spot on for the chief.
Till then, okay? You don't need this shit, and I don't need it either.
Sonny boy, you've always
This guy won't shut up. Woman comes into my office asking for me to look on a case, and she won't say shit about it. This guy, I just meet him in the police place. He can't have enough. Oh, shooting range. Yeah, fine. Fine, I will register.
Hey, Boss Bird. What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be celebrating somewhere?
Every day's a holiday since I got out of here.
I can tell, but
The
what are you
presence
doing here?
of Monica's bird tits
You know, my life is
implies
right now.
that she does not lay
You could look
eggs.
after a few things for me, but first I'd
I-
like to talk to Mr. Big Beak McChicken.
I don't want
himself.
to think about it too
Those
much.
two prickly assholes told me he's emptying the magazines in the hole.
Like always. And if he carries on,
Cloaca.
he's gonna
No,
use up all our
no.
ammo.
Gotta
So
stop.
it would be nice if you drag him out of there. You know how this day is for him.
For him?
You know I didn't mean it like that.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so just sign here and you're good to go.
Thank you, darling.
Don't mention it, Boss Bird.
Wait, have I signed in? Can I go to the shooting range?
This is gonna be
I just want to feel like a real man.
Last time we saw each other, he had a smoking gun in his hand, and I was bleeding. I don't know how we can get past that, but it's worth a try.
Is he implying that this guy shot me? Alright. That's Susie, Claudia, Linda, and Big
Her
Bertha.
Majesty Big Bertha. Or rather, Big Bertha 2, because there was one before her. A sawed-off little broad, but we lost her in a swamp. Marty cried for a week. But once he saw this giant lady...
Is that a landmine? Oh, it's probably a drum magazine. I kind of just want to see if I can shoot a gun.
Oh, well, look who's here. Hello, Boss Bird. What, are you lost? This is the PD building, you know?
Cut the shit, Marty. We're better than this.
I think Marty's his
At
old
least
partner.
you are. Better
But
than
I'm not really sure.
Marty, come on. Let's forget that. What's past is past.
It's loosely implied that Marty shot Sonny.
Damn it, Marty. You shot me,
Yeah.
remember? I almost bled to death.
Hell yeah, I remember. Unfortunately, my aim wasn't good enough.
I need your
The hate in this conversation is flowing in the
That's
wrong
what you wanna
direction.
hear.
Well, it's a start.
Okay, I've said it. I won't do it again.
Yeah, right.
So, are you in? Just for tonight. Small case. We'll wrap it up in no time.
What kind of case?
A personal one.
How personal?
Very. The kind of case where if you come with me right now, you're not on duty anymore.
Ooh, damn, Sonny. Stop it right there. I'm in.
That's it?
Do you know how boring life is here without your stupid, reckless shit? Soon enough, I'll shoot all the ammo in here out of boredom.
These people are really well dressed.
So, tell me, what's it about? Ooh, can I bring Bertha?
Shit.
Ah, for the love of... Marty, this is a routine case. You can't bring your shotgun, okay? Bertha stays.
Okay. But at least Susie can come, right?
All right.
Susie's the handgun. We know that.
That's what I want to hear.
All right. Oh, here we are. All right. Let's start. It's kind of weird shooting controls. How do I reload? Oh. Quite easy. The good... Oh, you can use that to reload as well. No. This is noir. You don't have two guns in noir. Everyone knows that. I'm trying my best to shoot everyone. This is supposed to be a police training thing, isn't it? Was that elephant evil? I don't know. Oh, Marty's got the high score. I like that. Wait, so from that you can just quit the whole game? What? Did it save it? I think so. Actually, I don't think it did. I think it doesn't matter. So that was Chicken Police, painting it red. Yeah, if you like that sort of game, it does seem like it'd be quite good. Not really for me though. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.